Hey guys, welcome to another episode of LJ's Garage. I swear this Jeep has had every common issue known to the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I guess that's great for you guys, bad for me, because I have to make these videos and show you guys how to fix all these problems. Look at my backup camera. It is blurry and just not functional really at all. Can't do much with that, but I mean, I guess it keeps you from hitting anything. Some of you still, with a backup camera, still hit things. So this one's actually really not that bad. It's just kind of tedious. There's a lot of little steps and a lot of little screws to get to. So you're just gonna need some pry tools, a 10mm socket, and of course, a replacement backup camera. And then just have a little multi-purpose screwdriver, preferably with a flathead and Phillips. And that's all you really need. Also, if you're a little bit on the shorter side, you can pull this down, even though it's automatic open, automatic close, motorized and stuff. You can actually do that. What you can do too is if you wedge one in here and get the other ones and start walking it around, you can kind of get to these clips and you'll feel them kind of pull down just a little bit. You guys can kind of see in there. There's that yellow clip and they go all the way around. So just be kind of careful, take your time. There you go. Around, as these guys come down. Almost there. And just remember that there's going to be a wire connector here for the lights, so be ready to catch this whenever you pull it down. There we go. There's one more bastard. Just get the front side. Uh-oh, my back one's slid back in. Alright, not the smoothest, but we got it, and it looks like no broken clips. These guys are actually pretty strong. So now what we're gonna do is for these lights, you're just gonna go ahead and insert like a flathead right in here. You might be able to do it by hand. Probably not, unless you have long nails. You could probably do it with this pry tool. But you're just gonna take this, and you're just gonna get this in here, and you're just gonna set this free from the light, and then that should allow this to. Hopefully you didn't do what I did. I forgot to grab the other side, so this guy slipped out a little bit there, but we can put him back in just like this. It pops into place like so, and then just match up this line. Just match up this line right here, and snaps right back into place. So not the end of the world. Then we're going to take this, and we're just going to put this back over it. So now moving on, we have to remove the taillights on both sides. So you're going to have the same thing on either side. Alright, so now on this side, to get this electrical connector, this one you're going to just pull down this red part right here, and then there's a squeeze right in between this red, and that pops right out. So if you guys look at it right here, you see this, there's a little thing that I'm pushing down, so this press down right there. And then the other one's really straightforward. Just squeeze, pop right out. Boom, done. And then once you've got the wires out of the way, the next thing you're gonna do is look for these 10mm. So you got one here, one here, one here, and one here. So we're gonna remove 1, 2, 3, 4. And then now we're just going to go ahead and grab a pry tool. Then you just want to lift between. So this is down like that. You're just going to pry between here. And that allows this. Come back down. That allows this to come right out. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. The other side's the same exact thing, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So now the next thing that we're going to do is, since we're moving this panel right here, or this trim piece all the way along the back end, so you guys can kind of visualize it. you gotta take off this part that's got the Jeep logo on there. So in order to get to that, we have to remove this bottom piece right under here. So you're just gonna get your trim tool under here again, and same thing, just pry up underneath it. And all of this brittle plastic is, again, just brittle. So what you're gonna do, you can either just manhandle it, but the best thing to do is to try to get this guy to pop up. And if anything, you can't get the trim tool under there, you can just use a flathead. I'm just gonna replace that. You just need this to come down just a little bit. So we're just gonna ignore that little piece that broke. I have some replacements. But essentially, once you get that guy out, this will come down. You're just gonna have to wiggle him out. Same thing. All right, if you don't have one of these in your garage, these are always nice to have. So for me, I'm just using this tool and I'm just pushing down and moving around, wiggling around, because eventually this thing just pulls down in the middle. You guys can kind of see it a little bit better like that. So it pulls down and then it'll allow the little legs to come loose. And then just like that, that comes right out and that's loose. And here's a better visual of it. So you just pull down the middle piece, these legs spread. And then once you've got those guys out, just go ahead and remove this plug right here. And this plug is easy, just a little release. And give it a little release and a wiggle. Okay, I need 2 hands. And then you can make sure you're on the right one because it'll say light bar with camera. Easy. So then for this light bar now to actually remove it, if you look up in here, there's gonna be a 10mm. And then right here, there's another one, and another one. But then over here, you got 1, another 2, number 3, and number 4. So we'll go ahead and remove all 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and then this little plastic guy right here. And you probably won't be able to get a tool in there, but you can still kind of find something to squeeze it. So now for this next part, once you've got that little plastic piece down, all you're gonna do is tilt this guy down, and he's pretty much ready to pop free. Let me grab another pry tool. And you're just gonna try to get up under here and lift this up. Ow, just hit my head. You guys didn't see that. Take it easy. All right. So you guys probably already noticed, but once you lift up right here, there's gonna be a grommet, and you can just pull this up. Ugh. Which I don't even know how water would have gotten in this guy, because I got this guy pretty sealed up good. So rubber grommet out, and just pull this plug through. And out. And the plastic on this guy kind of got moved around a little bit, so I'm gonna put this back into a spot. Now we've got all this right here. This wire is held in right here. There's just a little zip tie that's holding it. So you might not have enough wiggle room in order to get this guy free, but all you want to do is just get your little flathead under here and then release this little guy. All right, and that pulls right out. All right, now that that's out, you just need these 2 guys, Phillips. And this guy comes out. And that's it. That's just the backup camera right there. I mean, once you're at this part, it's pretty easy. But just go ahead and clean the hole. You always want to clean the hole before you insert. I've got the new backup camera right here. Just remember that these come with a cover on them most of the time. So I'm going to take this cover off and just do a quick comparison. A little slightly different lens, hopefully better quality, I don't know. But everything looks like it matches up. Same plug, same connector. This has a little bit better of a rubber in there. So maybe this is why water got in. That rubber is just a little bit beat up. So I'm going to throw this off to the side. Take this new one. And remember, orientation matters, so you just slip this down in here. This guy sits in its hole, and then we're just going to take these 2 screws, throw them back in, make sure they're nice and snug, but don't crush it or anything like that. It's just little plastic pieces that they snap into. Importantly, Don't forget your wires. Make sure this clicks all the way in. Alright, so now I've got this back in, nice and tight, plug's attached. Like I said, I broke my plug, but it's back on. Get this plug back in, that's in there. And then we're just gonna get this grommet back in. That's in place. Now, I'm just gonna line everything back up. And then the only electrical so far we've done is just gonna be this plug. We're just gonna lock this down just enough to test it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this up. I forgot to plug it in. Look at that, we got a backup camera. Finally, so that's done. Now we get to put the taillights back on and check those. So whenever I put this in reverse, you guys can see my backup lines are gone. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get my reverse lines back on. But I've checked the settings and still no luck. So let's try this hard reset. Hold these two for a little bit. So what I'm gonna do next is just get these guys back on. And because I'm using an impact, I'm just gonna tighten them down by hand because I don't feel like switching drills. And then remember to put these little clips back in, the end pieces. Now for this bottom one, you can see I still got a piece of the plastic clip in here. So you can actually get in from the back end here and then up through here and push that out and then just break it out all the complete other way. And then just remember to replace that. So what I did is just took that out, and I'm just gonna put this little replacement guy in there. Oh, get in there. Well, maybe. So I'm just gonna try to replace it. I should probably find one like that, but I didn't have that style. Remember for this one, we just have the 4 mounting hardware. So let's bring this down just a hair. And this just slips right in. Nothing to it. Just line up your holes. And then now back here, we're gonna get the plugs back in. So remember, this guy just snaps right in, and you hear that click. And then this one's a 2-piece, but just gonna do one, and lock in the red tab, and done. And then this is for our light. All right, so now that I've got all the electrical good, that's good. All these tightened on this side, electrical good, tightened. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I'm gonna check my brake and reverse lights, make sure everything is good there. So you guys let me know if you have any issues. Set you guys right chill so we can see everything. All right, now for the fun part, getting this panel back on. Let's see if I can do a better job with it than putting it back on than I did taking it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect these connectors. Hopefully these don't start a fire or anything. And then now all you gotta do is just line up as many of the plastic clips as you can. And once you kind of get them where they belong, they'll start to snap into their homes. And you can give them a little tap. I have no idea what this would cost at the dealership, but for $30 and hour and a half worth of time, I think it's easier to just do this yourself, knock it out. But if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, all those good things, and I'll be sure to get back to you. But see you on the next one. Peace.